What is up, YouTube, and welcome to this Marvel and Justice League video. So if you're new to the channel, a like and a subscribe is super appreciated. So Justice League has been out for a while, and I personally really enjoyed it. There were a few flaws, which for me was mainly the big one was really it seemed like we got half of a movie. No background at all on Darkseid or Steppenwolf whatsoever. We had no mention really of Darkseid at all, besides one little line from Steppenwolf. We never learn why he has his exile, which we can probably guess. He failed at fighting off Earth, and we learnt that from Diana Prince as well. But again, we never really got to see much more of this prologue scene, and it was a real shame. And we've had a hell of a lot of deleted scenes actually cut from the movie, and one of which is actually a really cool scene right at the end, where we actually see Batman and Superman, or Bruce Wayne and Clark Kent, sit down after Bruce Wayne has actually bought the bank to save the Kent farm. So they sit down and actually, you know, kind of chillax and hang out, and kind of presumably they are actually having brunch, which was a weirdly big thing in this movie. But it does seem like we're actually going to be getting a different cut of the movie, hopefully, in the future. Now, this has all stemmed from fans actually demanding Warner Brothers release the Zack Snyder cut of the movie, which is where we actually have a cut that was completely done by Zack Snyder and carries on his vision for the DCEU and spins out of, obviously, Batman vs Superman. And a lot of stuff in this movie wasn't actually really expanded upon. One of the major gripes as well for me in plot threads that were given but never actually kind of really moved on from was the terrorists at the museum in London, right at the start, who Wonder Woman actually defeats, and we never actually see any outcome of that. They say they want a new Dark Age, but, well, nothing ever actually comes out of it, other than presumably they're just a modern-day version of the Luddites, who absolutely hated technology during the Industrial Revolution. Maybe that's me just reading a tad too much into it. But what do you guys think? Do you think that we need a Zack Snyder cut of the movie? I would be interested to see it. And funny enough, the rumours are that we're actually going to be getting well, there is one, and a heavy rumour is the fact that, well, we actually have one already, that there is actually a Zack Snyder cut that was fed to test audiences, and we also had the Joss Whedon cut of the movie was actually fed to test audiences as well. And the one that was given the full green light cinematic release was the one that got the most laughs. And really, I guess they wanted to go down the Marvel angle of having comedy and things like that. But what I say to DCEU detractors is what Marvel does is very good. They're funny, they are fun films, they are almost true to the comics. But the DC world, I like the fact it was dark. I enjoyed it. It was a nice break. Why does everything have to be the complete same? But people, for some reason, want everything to be the exact hegemonious thing of being the same. So that's what we got here. And the rumour is that, well, this does actually already exist. Now, we had the deleted scenes. We had the scenes, obviously, with Cyborg. A lot of that was actually cut. The Alfred scene as well from the trailer was cut. A hell of a lot of Cyborg was cut. Parts of Aquaman, which featured a heavy look into his past, was actually cut as well. So there was a lot of this that was actually cut. Now, we had some deleted scenes released or leaked onto the net at the weekend, which you can check out my video on them. But we also had something big, and really, we look over at the trailer, and a lot of these scenes were actually finished. A lot of the VFX was actually finished, so it does kind of hint towards the fact that these are actually finished scenes, and they are in a final cut of the movie with a junky XL score, as opposed to what we got in the final version, which a lot of people are hating the score of Justice League. So yeah, what do you guys think of that deleted scene with Batman and Superman sitting down to enjoy brunch, or possibly brunch, and the fact that this final cut of the movie does actually exist? Now, next up, we actually have something else. I want to bring to you a theory I was thinking about when I was looking at videos and images of Ant-Man, and also I learnt of another kind of leaked scene, or an MCU scene, where we had Michael Pena and Paul Rudd actually talked, presumably, someone about the MCU. And what I'm thinking here is the fact that, so let's take this back a bit. So in Avengers Infinity War, we're actually going to have Doctor Strange and Ant-Man actually team up together, and they will be working together in a lot of the scenes in the movie. Now, of course, these two aren't really connected. There's no overt connection between them, and the only connection is the fact that in the Ant-Man movie, we had Janet Van Dyne actually lost inside the quantum realm. Now, we know that Janet Van Dyne will actually be coming back, because we do, and she is going to be in Ant-Man and the Wasp. And, well, Doctor Strange actually explored the world of the quantum realm when the Ancient One pushed him throughout all of the different types of universes. And that is what we saw. So, Doctor Strange is obviously the Sorcerer Supreme, and what I'm expecting is that he will actually hint towards Ant-Man that, well, you can actually access the quantum realm quite easily if you are a sorcerer. And I expect he might help him out, maybe do him a solid, and actually help take Janet Van Dyne out of the quantum realm. And that's how he will actually learn to take her out of there and present a happy family. So let me know what you think in the comments. Do you like that theory on the MCU? Please do drop a like, please do subscribe, and I'll see you soon, and goodbye.